From Anderson Motor Speedway, Doug Rice and Buddy Parent alongside after 20 laps of competition. Mike Garvey is your leader in the Winn-Dixie 100 for the Hooters Cup late models. Mario Gosselin, car number 10, in second. Bobby Gill, car number 71, holding down the third spot. Fourth is Dick Anderson. Fifth is Daryl Shelnut in car number 7. Jimmy Cope, car number 15, working his way up through the field in the 6th spot. John Crow running in the 7th spot. That's after 20 laps completed here in the Winn-Dixie 100. We've just had a caution flag for Marty Lindley's stalled vehicle. He was running up in the top 10 when the car quit. They pushed that car down on pit road. They have the hood up on the automobile, and they are working on that car. So the field getting lined back up for the restart as the work continues on the Marty Lindley automobile out of Greenville, South Carolina. Buddy Parrott, you've had the clock on some of the cars, especially the leader, Mike Garvey. What kind of lap times are they turning out there?
Well, Mike's still running 15:70, and that's a good pace right now, 20 laps, you know, so I keep an eye on it. But again, you know, these guys have got to take care of the tires. I know they're racers. They know what they can do, but I tell you what, my hat's off to them, because I saw the drivers down in the garage area. They're under the hood. They're under the cars, because they really have to be the one to set the car up, because, you know, there's no help out there. And if they make a pit stop for a chassis adjustment, they're history. So, like I said, it's going to be a great race.
Mario Gosselin here in the second place car, he's got his buddies working on it. They travel with him. There's no paid employees on this. I mean, they're doing this on a shoestring budget. And Mario's right now resting third in points, and he's doing that without any backing or big-time sponsorship.
And we are getting set to go back for the restart. Mike Garvey on the point. Mario Gosselin in second. And they come down as we come down to complete lap number 27. The caution laps do count, all except for the last 10. So the green flag comes back out and Mike Garvey takes the field into turn number 1. Mario Gosselin looks to the outside off of turn 2. He'll tuck back in behind Garvey of that 91 car. And Buddy Parrott, it looks like that Mario Gosselin doing a good job of staying with Mike Garvey on those restarts.
Well, that's true. He's getting a real good jump on the start. And I tell you what, I read some notes about him being a real smooth driver and things like that. So look for him to be a tough contender for the lead here in about 20-30 laps.
Mario Gosselin, the defending champion of the old United Stock Car Alliance down in Florida. He hasn't been racing late models that long, but one of the young hard chargers in late model racing. Mario Gosselin, formerly out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, now calls Lake Wales, Florida home. So he moved from South Florida into Central Florida, and he's still racing strong with that number 10 car. And it looks like Garvey and Gosselin have pulled out to about a 3 or 4 car length advantage over the battle for third, as Dick Anderson has worked his way underneath the 71 car. Bobby Gill. Anderson gets sideways out of turn number 2, but here comes Bobby Gill on the inside. So that's the battle that we're watching for that third spot between Anderson and Gill. Dick Anderson with the Dodge. There you see the red car just going out of your screen. He's running in the third spot as he has been having a good battle with Bobby Gill. He now settles into the third spot. He'll try to chase down these two automobiles. Mike Garvey in car number 91, Mario Gosselin in car number 10. And we've got a big crash now at turn number 3. Several cars look like they may have been involved. You can see the left rear tire is down on Ronnie Sanders' number 18 automobile. So he is headed down on pit road, and that coming off of turn number 4. That fourth turn seems to be the hot spot tonight, Buddy Parrott.
It really does. You know, it's probably going to get a lot slicker out there. You know, just those legend cars running out there with the street tires put a lot of rubber down, a different compound of rubber, so it's going to take a little bit of time, you know, get the track right.
Okay, we'll be right back with more of the Winn-Dixie 100 Hooters Cup late model action right after these messages. Roby Helm back with you along with Doug Rice and Buddy Parrott. We're at Anderson Motor Speedway in Anderson, South Carolina. And we are under caution for a crash involving Ronnie Sanders. Let's go down to Fred Pump in the pit area.
I'm with Marty Lindley. Marty Lindley, the first driver out of the Winn-Dixie 100. Marty, what's the problem?
Some kind of electrical problem. I don't really know right now. I think it's either a ignition box or a coil or something. It's a shame. We really had a good car. This is my first Hooters race, and I just like to thank all my sponsors, Mappin Motorsports, Rock 101, Thompson Roofing, my whole crew. They did a real good job for me here this week.
And Marty Lindley, wearing his late father, Butch Lindley's driver's suit in tribute to his father. Now we'll send it back up to the booth.
And a tribute to a great driver as well, and we're glad to see the living legacy of Butch Lindley and Marty Lindley, and he's going to be a good one, Doug Rice.
I think so. Roby, we're currently working caution flag number 4 on the night. Mike Garvey in the 91 is our leader. You talk about consistency, and I think that's the most admirable trait a driver can bring a team. He has completed 100% of all the laps in every race this year. We're working the 10th race. I mean, some reason or another, you're supposed to miss a lap or two. This guy has been out on the racetrack every lap of every race. He's finished on the lead lap of every race. There's no wonder he's carved out a big, healthy points lead.
Buddy Parrott, that sounds like teamwork.
It really is, you know, to keep the car out there and have no problems with the car. You know, the guys are preparing it well, and he's driving it also. So, like I said before, you know, the points are really important. They pay off at the end of the year, and so he's doing a good job at that.
And we've been looking at the 92 car of Dick Anderson. He started 5th on the grid, has worked his way up into 3rd. And don't you know that Mike Garvey's crew chief and Mario Gosselin's crew chief, they're on the radio telling them, look in your mirror. Dick Anderson's coming in the Dodge. And, buddy, we don't see too much. We talk a lot about Fords and Chevrolets, but not too much about the Dodges.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, back in my early racing career in 1970, that's what we raced, the Dodge Charger, and with
right,
Harry
back
Hyde's
when you were with Bobby Isaac in Winston Cup Championship year. Field getting set to go back to green. Mike Garvey brings him off at turn number 4. Mario Gosselin in 2nd. Dick Anderson goes to the outside. Garvey looks like he may be off the pace. Anderson took him 3 wide down the front straightaway, and he goes out to lead. Bobby Gill just tagged the wall down the front back straightaway, and Gosselin sideways. Here comes Garvey back on the outside, and Anderson is beginning to check out, but we've got a problem in turn number 2.
That was a wild restart there, and it looked like a couple of the guys in the second row really got into the gas a little bit hard. It looked like Mike Garvey may have missed a shift or may just misanticipated the flag. Dick Anderson made the smart move there. He hopped to the outside and really got a great jump.
That looked like one of those last lap restarts on the Winston Cup circuit. There were cars going everywhere on that restart. We had a car towards the back of the pack spin to bring out the caution flag in turn 2, but we had Anderson go to the outside, which is unexpected, to take the lead over Garvey. And I guess that's the only place he had to go, as it looked like Garvey was trying to get to the inside until he could get up to speed. But then once he did, then Garvey was up there on the outside. He and Bobby Gill got together coming off of turn 2, Buddy Parrott, and Gill got into the wall.
Well, that's true. You know, what's happening right now is that the race is going on. You know, every time the cars go around, that's a lap counted. And that's the important thing right now. It's a 100-lap race. The guys have got to make a move. They've got to make a move right now. It's lap 43 in this race. So you're going to see a lot of tough racing from now on in.
Now, if you take a look at this Dodge Avenger here, for people maybe not familiar with the Hooters Cup, if you've seen the IROC races last year, they were running these Dodge Avengers, and they run them this year. It's a beautiful car. It is not a car that you can run in Winston Cup, but it's legal for the Hooters Cup, and it's a great-looking race car. And, of course, the guy racing that is Dick Anderson. He has over 800 feature wins. He is the king of the Florida short tracks. He's doing well.
Well, I'll tell you what.
One thing I noticed about Dick Anderson's car, looks like he's got some sheet metal damage up on the right front corner of the car, and I know that his spotters have got to be looking at that very closely, Buddy Parrott.
Well, that's true. You know, the important thing right now is that aerodynamics is paying a lot of coming into play, because, you know, it's a 3/8 mile track, and they're only going about 90 miles an hour to, you know, maybe 120. But anyway, that Dodge Avenger, like you said, they really worked that car out. It's a proven car on the big tracks and everything. So I think he's getting a lot of downforce out of that car, so he's going to be tough tonight.
Field getting set for the restart. Dick Anderson is the leader in car number 92, and Dick Anderson has been in a position to win just about every race this season, but he has had a string of bad luck. And I was talking to Dick Anderson earlier this week, and he was telling me that in all the races that he's won, they call him the king of the Florida short tracks. He's won well over 200-300 features down in Florida. And he said that in all the races that he has won, he can never remember winning with a perfect race car.